from?
So, basically, the rudder is the love and hate relationship. Somebody like it, somebody don't. I like the maneuverability of the rudder, but I hate it sticking out when you don't need it. You know, when you learn through surf, or when you want to do anything else than paddling forward, like rock hopping or difficult landings and stuff, then the rudder is kind of in the way. So I was thinking how to do it, you know, and then one of the options to do it would be, you know, like having the bottom of the part moving as it is on the Epic kayaks, which I thought is pretty very neat way of doing the rudder.
Yeah.
But what I didn't like about it, when you lose, let's say, the cable, when the cable goes, basically you start running in circles. And I just didn't like the idea. The way I came out to it was, I was paddling in like 4-7 in the middle of open crossing, like 10K offshore. And my rudder cable snapped because I had brass fitting on stainless steel wire. And it just like corroded in the water and just like pushed the footrest, and the rudder was gone.
Right.
So, and then I was like, oh, this is a bummer. And then I realized I just pulled the rudder up. So it's like the standard, that was the Smart Track kick-up rudder. And basically I just carried on, not as efficiently, but I still like managed to get to the shore, and the boat went where I wanted to. So then I realized under the kayak, it's actually like very vulnerable. It can get jammed with rocks, and you can lose it. So I was thinking about how to get to it, and basically I did it the opposite way. So you've got the simplicity of kick-up rudder, which is basically inserted into the kayak when you don't use it. So everything gets locked, and the stern becomes like one-piece kayak. So basically you end up with traditional kayak without rudder or skeg. It's just literally one part, and it's like really overkill. There is like 19 mil thick rod where the rudder is housed, and it's like 3 mil stainless steel. So I just don't like thinking about the rudder breaking, so just make it so strong that you don't even think about it.
Yeah.
You know, and everything is nice and hidden. It's kind of the way, you know, like when you look on white water and stuff, you pick your path, you try to out, and there are parts you know where you are not going to be, and then you don't have to think about them. You know, just make it safe and overkill, and that's the way the rudder works now. You know, it looks very simple. I try to make it like really simple, but it's very difficult to make stuff actually simple. You know, that's a lot of engineering, and when you look at it like that, that's like nothing. But that nothing was like 6 months of working just on prototypes and just on the rudder, basically. You know, so. And
is it a foil blade, Peter?
Yeah. We make the rudder in the house, like in the factory, and it's foiled blades, as you would expect, you know, from a boat like this. So it's like very thin, efficient. It's made of fiberglass. We can even make it from carbon Kevlar, or from not carbon Kevlar, just from carbon, like from whatever. You know, we try to make like compromise. So it's like sandwich construction. So the rudder is not so heavy. But if somebody wants like really heavy duty, indestructible rudder, you don't have to think about anything. We can just make it even from just fiberglass or just carbon.
Yeah.
You know,
so how do you deploy it? I didn't see any cables or ropes or anything.
The cables, everything runs in the hull of the kayak. So we've got basically on the kayak, when the rudder is closed in, you know, like when you don't see it, you don't see anything. Everything is running inside. So the boat is clean. You just get cargo bungees and deck lines, that's it. And the rest of the system is basically hidden in the cabling, like inside. And you get on your side, you get just like 2 balls, and that's the traditional kick-up rudder system, basically. You pull one rope, the rudder goes out, you pull the other one, the rudder goes in, and we color code the balls, so you just remember which one is which. And there is also a cleat where you can actually lock the rudder in both positions.
Yeah.
You know, so for instance, if you are paddling, I found like with the other rudder I have, like when you go really quick and you surf the waves, there is a lot of resistance on the rudder and it doesn't stay vertical, like through to the boat. So I like to actually like lock it in place so it's literally standing there. But there is still some springiness on a bungee that if you go over a rope or seaweed or a rock, so it kicks up and then it goes back again. But you can really control where you want to have the rudder.
Okay.
So, and you don't have to even like look around. You know, you've got it literally on in the position of your hip. That's where the cables are.